Hello, and welcome back to a new episode of Comfy Cozy Completionist with your girl Lorelei. It seems to be light out. I don't think we can sleep. We have worked all through the night to get the Wild trophy in the last episode, and we managed to do just that. So now we can concentrate on doing some other things that need doing. And we're gonna get some wood over to the plains to make more coal, and then we are going back to the ashlands and do some plans for our new base there. We're gonna have a little bit of building thing going today and maybe do some exploring in the ashlands. I also want to get up some ballistas in the plains so we can trim them to hunt stuff for us and we don't have to do it ourselves. That is a plan, and we want to make more coal because we have a lot more smeltering to be doing. Also, I might as well put on my helmet. Helmet, it's a HUD. But it's okay. The Ask's armor has helped a lot. I like that one best from all the Ashlands armors. So that is nice. Then let's get the kilns filled up. We can smelter that stuff down. I want all the metals smeltered, and when we are done with the bronze, we're gonna put up the blast furnaces again and get done with the black metal. We have gathered, there is so much black metal here in our, look at that, that is a lot of black metal. We're gonna have to get that all out of the way too. So all of the metal done, and I think we do have to tap sap at some point too. It has been a few days. Gather all of that. There is a lot of flaw metal too here. Okay. And then we have to take a look at our trinkets, because all of the trinkets we have are now in our Mistlands base, but I think we need to distribute them to where they belong. Let's get the bronze in here because we don't need that in our house. Oh, and then there is some things to be done here. With that last raid we had, we have some monuments of torment around here that we have to get rid of. So we're gonna do that. So many things to be doing. Let's get the flaw metal in the box real quick. And oh, that is full. Look at that. All of that is full. We're gonna take that and that, and some tar, and get that to Aschenheim, so we can build some black metal boxes for storage there somewhere, because we do have to get a lot more things over there. We already have the warehouse portal, so we can access the Grausten for building. I might want to have a bubble. I'm going to the Ashlands. Okay, let's do some... we don't have the wood. I have the wrong wood. Shoot. Do we have... Yeah, we do. We can at least build 2 of those right here. Now we can't because we don't have the stamina. There. Okay. So let's deposit that here, and then we go for the warehouse and bring a lot more Grausten, so we can think up the outer shell of our new abode. That box is full too, and that is half full, and that lower box is floor metal, so we are rich. We do have a lot of Grausten, so we can go to town with building something elaborate here. And now we have the boxes to store that stuff while we are working. Okay, we have been thinking about this side here and how to make that work. And I'm not quite sure. I think this is twisted a little bit, huh? It is. That is why, you should not be working on building when it's dark and you can't see what you're doing. What I kind of want is have that stick out a little bit more. Let me see if we can make that work. I don't want that to snap like right there, but I want it to sit out a little bit, to have it a little bit more prominent. Question is, how can we achieve that? I think we do need a door. We need one of those wooden doors. I have to bring some core wood and some normal wood, so we can have more snap points and make things work. Let me see. There should be some normal wood here. Is there some core wood here too somewhere? Yeah. Don't need that much. Oh well, it's okay. We have to transfer some over anyways. So let me see what we can do here. If we snapped a door, right to that, and then had that one here sit on the middle. Grausten, making life hard on myself again. Something like that. I think that would look more pretty. one more, I think. Have that stand out a little bit from the wall. Yeah, I think I like that better. But then we do have the problem that that one here does not fit perfectly in there. So if we snap that like that, no, that is not good. We take that out and see if we can make that happen in any shape or form. So that one is that sitting flush, yes. Now that's bottom, and then have that snap here. Man, that needs some doing, and I'm not even sure I really like it. That is not sitting flush. Because that is not sitting flush. Tch. So, let me put that in here again so we can work better here. So we want that to cover that, and then that to come up here. And then that to sit bottom corner one like that. And then that one. No, it's not really sitting in the right place. This is not easy. And it's getting dark to boot. Center, corner, corner 3. So if that... Well, we're gonna go home. Can't see anymore what we're doing here. That's not helping. Gonna get warehouse. There we go. Can't see what I'm doing there. Okay. Time we get to bed. Time to repair stuff here. Okay, everything is repaired. Gonna go to bed and gonna go on with that when we can see what we're doing. Good morning. Day 619. Do we go and get rid of that stupid thing over there and see what else needs getting killed? I think we should. Where is that? I saw it glittering over there somewhere. I don't know where. That is a hair. Where is that thing? Where is it? Wait. We saw it from here. Get up here. Now I can't see it anymore. Huh? This is strange. Where is that thing? Okay, it's over there. That's quite far out. Let's see if we can just destroy that thing from here. Are we even hitting that thing? Huh? This is strange things. Okay, now it's gone. And the roots will take care of the remaining stuff there. And then we have to go and have a look if there is more of that nonsense going on somewhere on the other side here or something. Maybe have a look on the side where the queen portal is, where the queen dungeon is, and see if something is going on there too. No. There is nothing going on this side. I think that was the only place the game could even place something. Oh my. I got that guy back, which is not what I wanted. I'm undergeared and underfed. Okay. I have to do something about that. I mean, we knew that at some point that thing would be back. Now, where is it? It's right over there. I'm not happy at all. My bubble is up. That is bad. I need my bubble back. Don't want to fight a gyal without a bubble if I can help it. Where is it now? Can't see it. It shot at me. No, it shot at... my workbench. I have to get that back. So many shots missed. Look at that. I can't hit that nonsense thingy here. Okay, we've got blue jute from the... and we do need us some... where did it drop? It died up here, did it? Might have all dropped into the water. Okay, we went to go look for more monuments of torture and found a gyal instead. But now I think we are good, and there is anglerfish in there. We need to bring our angling gear, our fishing gear, because we are short of anglerfish here. Okay, good. We've got that done. The surprises you get with that game. Okay. I think we have to do something about that here too and make it better, but welp. We are out of any kind of meat here because we used it all up. I'm gonna have to restock that and that and that and that and one of that. That is that. That goes here and that goes there, and then that and that, and we go do some more building. Bring some more Grausten. Gonna use all of that up anyways, so might as well just bring it. Okay. Back to thinking about things here. There is something glittering beneath here. There needs to be a more easy way to fit that. And I'm not quite sure how. So, try again with the door. No, that one. And we want corner 1. And we don't want that to like that. Okay. I think that is where we want that. Let's see if that is correct. I'm not happy with that at all. I'm not really liking that. So maybe that bigger one is better after all. Maybe we even need to have that like that. In the wall paneling process. That one is way in the way. And then we go with that. Three of those and the big arch, and that is, and then that should be working if we snap it to that. Yeah, I think we have to go with the big arch here to make that work nicely. That one is not sitting right here, and that one isn't either. But that one is gonna sit right here, ain't it? No, it ain't. How do I make that work? Like that? Yeah, I think like that. And that needs to go in like that. Probably. So now for the roof of this. This is gonna be... I'm out of the stonecutter range. Where's the stonecutter? So if that is our wall design that we want to go with, and we do want to have a roof up here, and the roofs work bottom center, the roofs do work with those going like that, and then bottom center, bottom one, like that. Something like that, and then we can place those in here. Missing requirement out of Grausten. So do they snap like that? No. Like that? No. How does this work here? So that one needs to go in here. And then that one needs to come like that. What? What did I do now? Where did that go? Huh? That needs to come... I don't understand. Snap bottom. That is not working. So if we want that... 2, 3, 4. It needs to come like that. And the other one needs to come like that. Is that correct? It seems to be. Okay, then. That needs to go in here. And then that one it's getting night again and I can't see what I'm doing. Needs to get in here, I think. And then We got to have that here. All the blubbering here. And then that needs to go here. We have to check that out in the morrow. I can't see what I'm doing anymore here. But I think we are getting a roof in some shape or form here. Well, we're gonna have to figure that out in the morrow. For now, we are going home and we are going to bed, I think, because it's getting dark again. I feel like the days go much faster. Well, okay, let's repair things here. We did that, and we did that, and we did... Okay, that's good. Fine. Gonna have a short break here. Need to drink something. Gonna be right back. Okay, let's sleep, and then I think we are going to try to do some spawn proving around. Put some campfires down, get that the vicinity of our base a little bit... Oh wait, will we? No, probably not, because we do want to catch some askswin. So we need to dig a pit. That is what we're gonna be doing. Can't eat that, okay. We are full already. We're gonna take that then with us. Have a bubble. Go back to figuring out that roof until we can eat. Hopefully we have good weather there so I can see what I'm doing. Can always hope. Also, I think we have to refill our bubble at some point. It seems to... Is it... Yeah, it's light blue. Light blue is good. Okay. Get some of that. And get figuring out that roof. What I want to do is I want to cover that lower part here until here with that kind of a roof. And then we're gonna get bottom center, please. And then we get to a more the shaped roof to get up there. Something along those lines, I think. And I think we are going to be covering that. And then another one of those. And then we are having another one of those features. So we break up that a little bit more, so it's not that one big blob of gray stone here. Like that. Because I don't think it looks very nice if it's all one big blob of gray stone all over. So we try to break that up a little bit. And have that look a little nicer. Yeah, I think this is gonna be much better if we do it like that. Just follow that pattern all over. Look, that is not even... Aha. Oh yeah, because the staircase is there. Okay. I'm good with that. It's fine. We need more Grausten. There is some... Let's get that done. And we need that. And we need to snap that. Like how? Like that. Yeah. Okay. And then we continue that here. All over to the other side. Maybe that is easier done from above. Maybe we should have a bubble. Maybe we should eat that now. Bottom center will not snap. Bottom one will snap. But is that correct? I don't know. That is quite a hassle to build those along the side here. And I'm not even sure that I'm doing it right. Well, we're gonna find out. Can we auto-snap that? I don't think. I think we have to try and finagle that in like that. We can auto-snap that side though, eventually. Out of the range of the stonecutter. Okay. So then, before we move the stonecutter over, let's get all of those pieces in. That is hard to do. Okay, other side. 4. That should be correct. That should be lining up if we do it correctly. And then we need those to come like that. And that's, all of that will line up if we do it the right way. Out of stone. Where is my Grausten? This is gonna take heaps and heaps of Grausten to make it work. And then we need the other side. And that should line up too. Let's have a look at that from above. Yeah, this is looking good. Okay. So then if we turn that like that, we can get those in on this side, I think. And things are getting a little wonky here because well, it's not supported, but we shall support that momentarily. Just want to make sure I got all of that in there. We could put that stonecutter in the middle there and make things easier on ourselves. And get the ends here too. Because we are missing one here still. And then we need that one to go there. And then we need that one to go there. And then that needs to come here. And then that one needs to come here. So we've got that correctly. And then we have to somehow, and I don't know how, we will, that is not lining up here. It's lining up there, but that one here is not lining up. Now it's lining up, okay. So if we get that in here, it's not gonna hold up. Where will that land? Will that land right there? Is that the place? Not really. It is a little bit over there. Needs to be... bottom one. Maybe it needs to be here. Can we make that there? I think that is correct. Okay. So those bottom ones need to be here. And here. And here to be lining up with the top. And here and here. And then we snap that. And then we snap the big ones. Bottom center, please. Here and here and here and here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Those need to snap here, I think. That is quite difficult. Oh, there is one missing. I'm not quite sure that is correct. I really am not. Maybe it would be easier from the top. It is easier from the top. And here. And then the other side needs to be like that, I think. What's with that last one over here? Why is that not... Oh, because it's not supported on this side here. Gotta do some supporting here. And that ash storm is concerning. Let me get some bones and put them up in our... Well, no, it's okay. It's okay. This is hanging loose on this side here. So we have to do some... That needs to go there, and then that one needs to go here, and then that one needs to go on top of... that one. Yeah. Okay, we've got the second row then here. Good. And then we do a third row that will then come out to here somewhere, I think. We need to do some supporting on that side too, I think. That is in the wrong place here. That is not correct. Bottom center, bottom one, and we have to turn that like that. That is the correct position here. And then that, and then bottom center that. Yeah. Okay, so the next row will go like that. And then the other side, like that. This is gonna be a lot of doing. And then like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. And out of Grausten again. Duh. And here. And here. Sorry, you have to watch me finagle in all of that, but at some point we want to live here, and we gotta get a roof on our head, over our heads. So can we? Okay, so that is that. That is the first row of house roof here, and then I want to continue that up with that arched roof until we reach something is not right with that one here. Which one did I take out now? Something is not good here. That one? No, the other one? I can't see in that ash storm. That is driving me bonkers. So that one, 4, needs to be like that. That is not correct here. Something is off. And I don't know yet what is off here. That needs to be here. And that needs to be here. And then that seems to be not in the right place here. And I can see what's going on here. That seems to be correct now. But that here seems to be not correct. Something is overlapping here. I can't see what I'm doing. I need to get home and do some sleeping because I cannot see what I'm doing. The darker it gets, the worse it is, and we need to get that roof just right. We don't have holes in it. Let's get to bed. Let's have another short break here because I need to drink. You know me. Be right back. Let's get to bed. And then I think we're gonna do another day of trying to sort that stupid roof out while I can see what I'm doing. And then another day hunting for that golem trophy, I surmise. I'm gonna go with that and probably that. That's sufficient for building purposes. We are not in a hurry to fight things there. We just want to, well, while we are here, let's get all of that Grausten going. Because we are going to need a heck ton of Grausten. Good thing we collected all of that jazz. I hope we can see what we're doing here. Okay. Where did I put the Grausten? In here. Let's get up there and see that from above, because something is not right with that roof here. That's the problem when building in the night, when you can't see what you're doing. So that is correct. And then we need that roof piece to be snapping here. And here. And we need that roof piece to be snapping here. No. Wrong. Now I did destroy more. That needs to be here. And that needs to be here. And then I'm not quite sure. Is that correct? That needs to be here. And here. And here. And that needs to be here, but it seems to overlap strangely here. Like something is off here. See that? Those are fine, and those are strange. Where is the mistake in that? Should we go from the bottom and see? I keep destroying the wrong pieces here. Let's get all of that off and try again. So we need that arch to go like that. Maybe that one is in the wrong place in the first place. And we based everything off of the wrong place here. Okay, let's try that on the ground because I'm confused. So, we're gonna have that one on this side. And then we're gonna have that one on this side. And that one on this side. And that one on this side. So that makes one unit, and there is not much overlap there. And what do we have up here? Is that the same thing? I think it isn't. I think there is some super strange stuff going on here. It is not correct in some fashion. I have to find out why. Gonna have to start over from here. That here seems to be good. There is some overlap here that should not be there. And I think it's because those are not in the correct place there. Let's take those off and get that sorted from here. Okay. So, we do start from this corner here with an arched one that goes like that, and it needs to sit there. And then we get the other one and put that there, and we have no overlap here. And all of that here is not connecting correctly with that. So that one connects here, and then that one connects here. And then those are not in the right place. Ha! Oh man. Building those stone roofs is quite a challenge. We have to start all over because we are not in the right place here. So that one needs to be sitting here. And then that one needs to be sitting here. Gonna go back and forth until we make it. You see, all of that is misaligned. Okay, now we've got the first row in correctly. And then the second row needs to connect here. And that needs to connect here. Is that correct? I think. And that needs to connect here, and that needs to connect here. What is going on down there? Here and here. And there is some overlap here. And then all of that can sit smack dab in the middle of that. And then that should connect. That's the wrong one. Connect up here. It doesn't. We are lacking a little bit. Because we again did it wrong. Oh my! That first one was correct. And all the subsequent ones weren't. Because we did not align them with the actual wood wall piece there, but we did connect them. Oh boy. That is not connected in the right way. So, bottom, and we want that to connect with that one. Wait, if we connect that here to that one, figuring those roofs out is a real nuisance. And then that should connect to that. And that should connect to that. Like that. Now I think it's correct. Okay, I think now we've got it. So that connects here, and then that connects here, and then that connects here, and that connects here. And that, and that. And that. And that. And that. And then that, and then that, and every second one gets that. And then that does connect, and then every second one gets that. And then everything lines up, hopefully. I think it does now. Okay, we need to remove those because they are not in the right position. But that one is. So we're gonna put them smack dab in the middle here. We had that right in the first place, and then I changed it because I thought it was wrong. And now my hammer is broken. And I don't have a workbench here on the cover. Breaking the hammer by building. We are back to that. And that, figuring out that Grausten roof is like a real challenge. Okay, let's get back to it. We have about 10 minutes or something until we get bad weather and nighttime again. Okay, that is correct. And now that is correct. And now that is correct too. I'm gonna figure that out. So bottom, 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 bottom. And then that one. Bottom center. Ah, nice. Okay. So that is now correct. Well, let's get back up there and see that we get the next row in correctly. So we want that, and that needs to connect there. Gonna do that all over the place. And then the same thing, the same one needs to connect at that side here. Can we? That is not as easy as it looks. Okay, that side. And then on the other side, we need that one. No, that one. And that needs to connect. No, it's wrong. That one. And that needs to connect here. Got that in everywhere. And then the same one needs to connect there. That was wrong. Here and here and here. Can we? And here and here and here. We are missing one right there. That is that one. Okay, now that is correct. And then we have to get in that one on every second, like that. And that one like that. And it's night again, and we are out of I can see. But that should be that, and then that one goes also here. Well, that won't help. Okay, that. What do I hear here? I hear very strange noises there. That one was wrong. And then that one needs to snap to that. Out of Grausten. I think we are back to where we were. But this time we managed to get it set up correctly. So then that one needs to... Wait, I'm not quite sure about that. That one needs to go here. And then the other one needs to go like that. Okay. I think we are back to where we left off when we did it all the first time. Except this time it's correct. Time to go home, time to go sleep. This is gonna take us at least 6 to 7 episodes to get that base built. If I keep messing up that stupid roof that many times. But yeah, we are going to persist until we make it. Let's repair things here. That is that. We're gonna go sleep. Have another short break for me to drink something. And then, yeah, we have to think about what we're gonna be doing next. Let's get to bed. And then, yeah. I'm really unsure how to proceed. There is so many things I need to be doing. We need to get more metal smelter to get all of that sorted. We need to go hunt for that stupidness of a trophy. That one is not here, that is there. We also need to go find out what's going on here, because we have not found the Wegweiser for the mystic location. We need to go to the swamp because we are missing one here. There is so many things. So maybe we're gonna go look for a swamp. We ran all of that. We ran all of that. There is some swamp to be found here. Number 20 could give us some swamp experience. Well, okay, let's go do some swamp work. We need to find that last bit of a hammer thingy there. We go with that. That is plenty for swamp adventures. And we're gonna go for number 20 and check boxes for that missing. For that missing nonsense there. Because I want to get that finished. At least something. Do we take the number 20 portal with us? Oh, I think we do. Don't need it out here, really. We can just go in the swamp and check the Viking graves for the missing things. Should not be too much of a hassle to get all of that stuff killed that is in here, or not. Is there a box there? Did we check that box? Go on a rampage here and see what we find. There's another one there. To get a little bit slow on my stamps so I can kill everything here without getting myself killed. Well, can I use that? Really only interested in those Viking graves, and sometimes there can be a box in some of those too. So see if the box is there. Don't need the bones. Just gonna go rampage on this and see that we get all of the... Or maybe we mark all of the crypts here, because we at some point need to harvest more iron. So that would be not the worst thing to have them marked out and see where they are. And if that is not giving us what we need, we have to find another swamp. do the same thing all over. There's Surdlings there. Gonna leave them alone. Just after those Viking graves. There's some planes over there. There's another one over there. Cross your fingers. We want to find that hammer thingy. And I think that hammer is in the swamp. I'm not quite sure, but I think it is. Not in that one though. Shooty. I don't want to fight an A-bomb. That costs a lot of time. I think I want my bubble back up again though. Okay, that is everything in that swamp. That is not a lot. Okay. One swamp down. Gonna find another one. We are going to be leaving our number 20 portal on the other side again, where there is now immediate danger. Oh, turnips. Did I pick up? Yeah, I did. And that's Black Forest here. I think we also do need another bear trophy. I never found one. There we got a bear. Can we have a bear trophy, please? No bear trophy amongst that. So I think we are going to be leaving our portal here where it was. Like here. Doo-doo. That is 20. There is more up here. Okay. No, we are not doing that. We're gonna take that portal up the coast to the next swamp over there. Should have gone home real quick to drop off what we found there. Because there is more swamp up north, and I want to be done with the wooden weapons at least. How far out can we see? If we go to the furthest edge here. Not really. Just gonna run the coast real quick. So we have that outline. Not interested in fighting that one, really. Don't need more tar either. There is tar blobs there. If we are interested in more, we can always come back, because we're gonna leave the number 20 portal up there at that swamp here. I do have bone mass. Why? Probably I should have swapped that out for Yagluth. Not Yagluth, Ike. But I have not. Okay, we came full circle. There is a boat needed to get over there. Probably not able to be swimming that. I might be. It's not that far. And we got a pretty hefty stamina bar. We might drown there. It is quite kind of far, but if we go that direction, might make it. I really don't want to. Gonna go on our health bar if need be. I really don't want to bring a boat here now. Well, we nearly made it. That's cool. Okay, I want to be here-ish. Over there. Now I can see the swamp trees render in a little bit on the horizon there. Got a question for you. I nearly got killed in a trophy hunt run the other day because of the new emoticon bar that is situated on the number 10, on the 10 key. And while trying to fight for my life, I accidentally hit that key and got stuck. And then my mouse went outside of the game window and I couldn't get it back and I nearly died. So now I have swapped that key binding to P because I don't want to die. Has that happened to you too? Okay, we've reached the swamp. We're gonna do some swamping here. We got some time left. We need to find more of those Viking graves and search for that wooden weapon there. Something is fighting something here. What were you fighting? Like, there is a lot of dead stuff on the ground here. Where are all of those coming from? That is dead great dwarfs here. Oh wow. Well, we're gonna take the eyes, but because we can use them. Back a swamping we go, I think. This is not a very interesting swamp at all. There is one. No box though. I'm gonna destroy all of the spawners in here because I want to see where I have already been. So I don't try to open the same boxes all the time. No box in that one either. And now I think it's getting late. I need to go home. That is quite an extensive swamp, and there is quite some iron to be had here probably too. Which is not the worst thing, because we are probably running low on iron anyways. And there was another one here. Can I get to that one real quick and then I think we go home. No box here either. There. I'm really not interested in fighting some night spawns here, so I guess we go home. I'm gonna be back in the next episode here and do more swamp hunting. Potentially do some iron mining too, because I have to check, but I am quite sure that we are low on iron. Let me check the warehouse first, because we are here already. But I don't think we do have a lot of iron in here. Yeah, that is not a lot. Where did I pick up that many wood? Okay. Cool. Got that burning again. And we've got that. And that. And some arrows. Gotta have to sort that a little bit here. Refill that. And some seeds. And some money. That and that. Let's jump over to the plains real quick while we can and get the metal. And then I think we're gonna be ending the episode early. 30, 10, 10 I said, and 10 of those. Get that in here. Wrong side, we need to get to the other side. Fill that up. So much bronze. All from the Ashlands. I really wonder there has been a weapon shown from the deep north that was, I'm missing one, that was like gold glimmering. Or probably I put it in one of those. And there was speculation if there would be gold in the deep north as opposed to fla metal and silver and whatever in other biomes, and I was thinking maybe it's gonna be something to do with bronze, because we get so much bronze that we do not really use for anything in the Ashlands. Like, what do you do with all of that bronze? And that had me thinking maybe there is some bronze things coming in the deep north. It might be all wrong, but... and it would not be the first time that we have resources that really do not, that are not used anymore after the initial usage. So that would not be anything really new. But still, it might not be totally out of the question. Look at all of that bronze we've got here. I wish there were some decorative things we could do with the bronze. You get so much in the Ashlands of that stuff and you can't really use it for anything. Because all of the Mistlands things are copper. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think we will get some more bronze related stuff in the deep north? Or is it just wishful thinking on my part? Okay, so now we've got... Oh, that is not that bad with the iron. There is iron here. And a lot of flaw metal too. Well, the swamp dash was not giving us what is needed. I still think that the hammer that we are missing is swamp tier. Also, I think we do need to distribute all of that jazz to the biome it belongs to. We have to have another bear trophy because we do not have the bear trinket. Well, for now, this episode here is finished and we are going to go on with that in the next episode. I hope you liked this episode, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you want to see more of my content. We do trophy hunts, we do a call to arm live stream every Tuesday, and there is 2 new episodes of Lorelei's adventures with the Cozy Comfy Completionist run. So there is plenty to be watching, so click on the notification bell so you get notified when I upload and when I go live. And with that, I wish you a good night, and we are going to be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world real soon. Bye!